Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, or good morning, whatever time zone you are in. Thanks for joining me on another play along of Welcome to by Blue Cocker Games, designed by Benoit Turpin. I'm going to go through some quick rules and overview, and while I do that, I did put a link in the chat so you can join along on a fillable PDF, or you can play with your own physical copy. Hello to Gusternaut and to the Charity Wargamer. Hey, Chris. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to go through and do some brief explanations of how to play, and then we can get started. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the chat. Just put question first and then type out your question, and I'll be sure to go over that with you before we begin. So I'm going to switch over to the table screen while we play because I feel like it's a lot better to explain the rules while I'm pointing out items on your player sheet and things like that. So let's jump down to the table screen and we'll get going on teaching the rules. Okie doke. So first we've got our player sheet here, and what you're going to see are 3 streets of different various sizes. The colors of the houses on the streets do not matter. Only what matters for certain houses are pools and fences and things like that. So what we're going to be doing on this game is it's what's called a flip and fill. So we have these 3 stacks of cards that I'm going to be flipping throughout the game, and each stack has a number and then a corresponding effect underneath it. So on your turn, you're going to choose one of the 3 numbers on display. So for example, the 10, the 6, or the 5. And then you have the option of choosing one of the effects down below and to correspond with the second part of your action. You must choose a number to fill in somewhere on your neighborhood or streets, but you do have the option of choosing whether or not you want to have the corresponding effect. A lot of these effects must pertain to the number of the house that you place it in. Others do not, and so I will go through and explain those. First, we're going to go through and talk about our streets here. As you can see, some of the streets have different symbols that you can mark throughout the game. I'm going to go through and talk about the bottom section of your score sheet, and that will explain the different effects and what they do. So I'll start from left to right. First off, we've got this column here, which is numbered 1, 2, and 3. Those correspond to bonus cards, and I will talk about those in a second. They will make more sense as I explain the other effects, so I will come back to that. The second column are parks. As you can see on the top of each street, there are numbers at the top that go in ascending order. All of them are corresponding to parks. So if you decide to take a park effect, you will cross off the lowest visible number on that street. And at the end of the game, whatever is the lowest, most visible number on each street will get you that many victory points. So there are three sections here for the 3 streets. So whatever is your lowest visible number on each of those streets, that's what number you would write in those columns. And that's parks. As you can see also on parks, they start at 0 and can get as high as 18 bonus points. So that's really nice to do. So that is the parks, and that is corresponding to this green card here. The next one is on this sheet is pools. So as you can see on your player sheet, some of the houses have pools on them. If you decide to take the pool action, like here in this stack, you must write the number from that stack into a house that has a pool. So if I was to take a 5, I must write it on one of these houses that has a pool with it. Once you do that, you will cross off the lowest number on the pool sheet, and whatever is your lowest visible number at the end of the game, that's how many victory points you will get for pools. In the future, you can write on houses that have pools that don't have the pool action, because sometimes that just happens, that you're just stuck in having to write a number down somewhere and it has a pool, but you can't claim the pool bonus because that's not one of the pool, the pool effect is not in play. That just sometimes happens. But if you are to take the pool effect card, you must make sure that the corresponding number above it is what you write onto that house. Oh, good night, Chris. I know you're on the East Coast, my friend, so thanks for popping in, and hope you have a good evening. Okie doke. The next section is the temp agency, or I like to call them the construction workers. They allow you to manipulate the number cards by a value of 0, 1, or 2. So you can increase the value up to 2 higher or decrease the value 2 lower, or anywhere in between. I would mention in the deck of cards, the numbers range from 1 to 15. So you can go as high as 17 and as low as 0. There are no negative numbers on the sheets. And when you do write a number, I'm going to let you know for the first, one of the most important things in this game is when you write a number on a street, you must write them in ascending order. So they must have the lower numbers on the left-hand side of the street and the higher numbers on the right-hand side. You don't have to start at the top. You can jump around and fill in numbers as you go along, but you must remember to make sure that the numbers go in ascending order from left to right. So that's the temp agency. If you do decide to use the temp agency effect, you will mark one of these diamonds, and whoever has the most diamonds used at the end of the game will receive 7 bonus points. Second place will receive 4, and the third place will receive 1. For this mega game, I feel like we're going to have some people in the majority, and so we can talk about that once we get to it. But usually in the standard game, it's first, second, and third place, basically. All right, moving along. The next section is real estate. So this corresponds to this purple number here. If you decide to take the real estate effect, you will cross off the lowest number on one of these columns based upon the estate sizes. Now, for estate sizes, this is going to be in tandem with another effect called fences. When you take an estate size of numbers, and they correspond to the number of houses that are in that estate. So they range from 1 to 6 houses in an estate. What you will do for the real estate effect is you will cross off one of the lowest numbers on the topmost column, and whatever number is visible, the lowest number that is visible for each of those columns, that's how many victory points you will receive, multiplied by the number of estates of that size. So for example, if I crossed off the first 2 numbers in the column of 6 estates, I would receive 8 bonus points multiplied by however many 6-house estates I have in my neighborhood, in my city, my town. So that's something to keep in mind, because the multipliers can go very, very well. And the estate sizes correspond to our bonus cards. So I will go through and reveal our bonus cards for this game. So each of the bonus cards, there are 3 for the game, will correspond to the numbers of estates that you must complete in order to claim that bonus. So for example, this first one here, for number 1, you must have 3 estates that have 3 houses in each of them. So 3, 3, and 3. For an estate, to claim an estate, you must have fences around your houses that incorporate that number of houses to make it into an estate. I will explain fences in just a second, but to go through, the first player to obtain this bonus will receive 8 points. Ties are friendly. And then this card will flip over and everyone will receive in the future, if they also complete this bonus, will receive the 4 points after that. The next section is an estate of 3 houses and then an estate of 6 houses. So 2 separate estates, one that has 3 houses in it and the other that has 6 houses in it. And finally, this third one is an estate of 2 houses, an estate of 3 houses, and then an estate of 5 houses. So that one would receive 13 bonus points for the first person to get that, and the second one would receive 7 points. Okay, so I'm going to leave this back here so I can explain fences and then keep continuing down on the rest of our score sheet. Oh, hey Mike, thanks for stopping by. And I hope that the stream looks good for you. Hope you're having a nice weekend. And yeah, just gonna teach the rules here, but then pop off and start playing this game. I'm hoping to get the rules finished up here, so thanks for stopping by. Okay, so next, talking about fences. So a fence will have, it's one of the effects that you can choose. And if you want to claim a fence, you will mark one of the dotted lines here with a solid line to indicate that that fence is built, and it will section off the number of houses that is included in it. The outside fences on the edges of the streets are permanent fences, so you don't have to fill those in. So that can be a helpful tool for you if you want to start working on the edges to kind of build up your estates. So once you mark an estate, here, let's say I wanted to start building a 3-house estate. I can count 1, 2, 3 houses and put my fence here. For a house effect, you don't have to write it on the same street as the number for that turn. It can be on any street. And so that's kind of a nice thing. It's different than a pool where you have to write it on the same house. For fences can go anywhere that you have open space. So that's there. Next, to claim your bonuses, I also want to mention, in order to claim the bonuses with the estates must not only have fences bordering them, but they also must have numbers in all the houses that are inside those estates. So if I had this 3-house estate and I had my fence up, but only 2 of the 3 houses had numbers in it, I cannot claim that for a bonus. So that's something to be mindful of. So that is for fences. Next section is our minus points section, or in other ways known as biz. What that allows you to do is duplicate a number on a street. And the number that you can duplicate is as a number that is adjacent to an already written number on a street. So if I had a number 2 here and I decided to use the biz action, I could write a 2 here as well, but then I would write the letters BIS under that to indicate that I used that effect on my street. And then one more thing for the biz action, once you do write that and write the duplicate number, you will mark off the lowest number of that biz section, and that is how many minus points you will get at the end of the game. So be aware of that. I try to use biz sparingly, but sometimes as it gets closer to the end of the game and you need to fill in spots, sometimes you just gotta claim a biz. Okay, up here is a roundabouts. That's a variant. We're not going to be playing with that tonight. So feel free to either cross it off or ignore it or whatever you want to do. We'll not be using that section. And finally, down here are business permit refusals. What they do is if you cannot fill in a number for whatever reason it is, you will take a penalty. Penalties are minus points, but however, as you can see on the section here, The first two penalties are worth 0 points, but then the last one is -3. If you get down to -3, take 3 penalties. That is actually the end of the game. And just double checking on end game scores here, end game triggers. Yep, okay. So if a player gets 3 business permit refusals, then they will end the game and we will do our final scoring. The other way that someone could end the game is if they complete all 3 bonuses. And so I will remove this here so we can see all 3 bonuses that are visible. If one player gets all of those bonuses, that triggers the end of the game. Or if someone has all of their streets filled in with numbers, that will finally trigger the end of the game. And one more step before we continue on with this teach is you gotta name your town or your neighborhood. I named mine Chill Town because that's how I'm feeling right now. So make sure you fill in your Chill Town here. Okay, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I am going to start with this. So we have 5 pool, 6 with real estate, and 10 with parks. Those are going to be our first lines to fill in. Starting off with a 5 pool is actually pretty nice. I think I'm going to start with the pool game. And what I like to do, and this is totally optional, this is just what I do as a player. If I do decide to claim a house with a pool, I circle it because there are sometimes in later points in the game when I do have to write a number on a house with a pool, but I'm not using the pool effect, and that can just confuse me. So if I have it circled, I know I marked it, and I marked off the first number on the pool section. So that is that there. Yes, guess or not, pools are cool. Living in the Northwest, I don't have a pool personally, but it would be nice. So, okie doke, here we go. Next round, we'll flip these over. We've got 4 with a fence, a 9 with a temp agency, and a 7 with real estate. So this is the fence. Like I said, if you want to claim that effect, you can write the fence anywhere. You don't have to write it on the same street as where you wrote the 4. The temp agency, again, allows you to manipulate the number by 0, 1, or 2. So on this one for the 9, it can go up to an 11. It can go down to a 7. And real estate increases the point values for the estate sizes. All right, the 4 is pretty nice. I feel like I need to get the fences situation going on. There are going to be a lot of 3s here. So I'm actually going to put a fence to start delineating out my housing estates there. So, okay, cool. Next round, we've got a 7 with a pool, another 9 with a temp agency, oh goodness gracious, and a 9 with real estate. All right. Ooh, 7 pool. But that pool is so far away. Oh, I could write it on this other street. Sure, why not? Pools are cool. Oh my goodness. So I used to listen to some ska music back in the day, and there was a band called the Aquabats, and they had a song called Pool Party. And so now that song is stuck in my head. Thinking about pools. So, all right. So there we go. Got my pool situation, climbing up on the pool track, and we will flip. an 8 with temp agency, a 3 with a park, and an 8 with a biz. Oh gosh. The biz is kind of early to do, I think. 3 park is nice. And if I did not mention, on the parks, whatever number you choose and you want to take that park effect, the park section that you mark above that street must be on the same street as the number that you wrote it on. So for example, here, I took the 3 and then I marked off the first number for the parks section. Just so you know. Yeah, we don't want none of you, biz. Not yet, at least. It's still fairly early. Okay. 10 with a pool. A 3 with a pool. And an 8 with a park. Oh boy. 3 with a pool, huh? Or a 10 with a pool. Oh, a 10 with a pool is nice too. I try to do different strategies when I play this game. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But we shall see how my pool game is. I think yesterday when I played this, I got up to 13 bonus points on pools. Which is okay. It's not terrible. It is quite all right. Okay, next. Here we go. 4 with a fence. A 12 with a fence. And a 6 with real estate. Oh, let me scoot these up just a smidge. There we go. Got some fences there and a real estate. Gus or Not is also doing pools. Okay. I need to get some fences going. There's a lot of 3s happening. So I am going to mark that there, but I'm actually going to write my number over here. Yeah. Okay. Fences are nice. Very nice. Here we go. 7, temp agency. 11 with parks. And 9 with fence. Whoo! And 11 with parks is good. 11 with parks is good. But the temp agency is also nice because I at least need to start with some. My goodness. Okay. I will take the temp agency and fill in here and do that. Yeah. So far, I'm only filling in 2 out of my 3 streets. I don't know if that's going to be good or if that's going to bite me in the end, but we shall see. Okie doke, moving right along. An 8 with parks. A 12 with real estate. And a 2 with parks. Okay. 2 with parks. Well, if I did that, then that would complete that. Oh boy, but then I did my pool. 8. So we've got the 3 game, a 2, a 3, and a 5. Yeah. Oh, okay. I have to do that. I'm just gonna take the park, not the, okay. Yep, choices. Choices indeed. All right. 5, temp agency. 15 with the biz. And a 9 with the park. Ooh, is it time for biz? I don't think it's time for biz, not today. 5 temp agency, a 9 park is good. Ooh, or a 5. A 5 I can get up to a 7. Now I think I'm going to do that park. Increase my park game. My middle street is doing super good right now. Super good. Cool. Okie doke. Next one, we've got 6 real estate. 10 real estate. Oh, Yahtzee. Another 10 real estate. No, it's not Yahtzee. Yahtzee would be 6 of a kind, not 3. Wow. Well, real estate is probably a good thing considering there are a lot of estates in the 3 value. But what number do I want? A 6 or do I want a 10? I think I will take a 10. And increase my real estate game. Yeah. Cool. I'm getting closer. I would like a fence right now. Fences would be good. Because I need to start closing in my housing estates here. So let's go for that. We have got a 6 real estate, a 7 temp agency, and an 11 pool. Oh boy. Sorry, Gus or not, those aren't super big numbers. And one thing to be aware of if you're kind of metagaming the game here, the majority of the cards in the deck are in the middle range numbers, so like 7, 8s, and 9s. There are very few of the small numbers, like 1s, 2s, and 3s, and very few of the higher numbers, 14s and 15s. So utilizing the temp agencies can be very good for your score. So just to be aware of that. Although my 11 pool, that would be so nice if I had a spot for an 11 pool. But the 6 real estate could help me out tremendously. Although that is a bigger jump. Well, I could start on this upper street. And there's a nice pool with some beach umbrellas out front. So, yeah. I gotta jump up. The ratio of bonus points on the real estate versus the pools is a lot better for me right now. So, yep. Okay. Here we go. A 4 with a pool. A 13 with a pool. And a 10 with a park. Ooh, okay. Well, I cannot write the 10 with the park. The 13 pool? I can write the 13 pool. or the 4 pool? I think I'm going to take the 13. Taking the 13 pool. I might regret that decision later, but you know, it's all in good fun. I find that I I do better when I am not teaching and playing the game if I'm just a player. Because I'm in like 2 separate mindsets of, oh, I need to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. I'm teaching it, making sure everybody follows along. And I'm not really paying attention on strategy per se. So crossing my fingers that this will be an okay game for me. 5, real estate. 4, biz. And a 9, biz. Oh boy. Is it time for the biz? Is it biz time? Biz time. And yes, just to reiterate too, you don't have to take the effect card. You must take one of the numbers visible. If you have a spot for it. If you can't, then you will take a penalty. 5, 4, and 9. Yeah, I'm going to do that, I believe. Yeah, I think I'm going to just write a 9. To help fill in. I could really use some fence right now. Could really use some fence. A 1 park. A 7 park. Oh, look at that. A 2 fence. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what you are. So beautiful. Okay, I am going to take that 2 because I definitely need a fence. So we've got 3. Are there any 4s? No, there was no 4s on here. 3s and 6s and 5s. 3s and 6s and 5s. Okay. All right. Gus or not went with the park this time. Yeah. I am so close to getting a bonus. Oh, here we go. 13 fence. Oh, 11 fence. Ah, another 3-peat. A 6 fence. Wow, this might be a very good, very good scenario for me. Yep, I am doing that, putting that there, and I obtained the number 3 objective, the 2, the 3, and the 5. So I will show you all. I like to box it in. I know on the PDF you can mark the uppermost section to indicate that you did claim that estate section. But I will show you all here. So I've got a 2 estate, a 3 estate, and a 5 estate. So I will get 13 bonus points there, and I will flip this over. For everyone in the future, if they claim it, they will get 7 bonus points there. Thank you, Gus or not. Pretty darn proud. All right, next. Let's see, we're going to get some more fences here. A 14 pool, a 15 park, and a 3 biz. Okay. $14 pool, $15 park. I will go with, I think I'm going to go with the park because I don't have any pools in that upper section that I can mark. So I will take that. Awesome. So Gus or Not completed the bonus number 1. Awesome job. So you will get 8 points for that. And I will flip this over. So everyone else in the future, if you complete objective number 1, you will get 4 points. Nicely done. Okay, so that was park. I got parks there. Cool, cool, cool. Here we go. 14 park, 7 fence, and 11 biz. Ooh, a 7 fence is good too. Yeah, I don't want to use the biz yet. Don't want to use the biz yet. So I'm going to do a 7 and put my fence. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, what do I do? Because I already claimed 1 bonus, those housing estates cannot be claimed for another bonus. So I have to make brand new estates. Goodness gracious. Okay, hoping for the best on this upper section. We shall see, we shall see. 8 fence, 8 biz, 12 fence. Oh, I cannot do that. An 8. Oof, an 8, 2, 3. Boy. Or a 12 fence. Yeah. 12 fence. Where am I going to put that fence, you say? Jess, where are you going to put that fence? I do not know. I think I will put it there. Okay. Next we go. 3 real estate, 6 fence, 11 temp agency. Oh, glorious temp agency. You have come at the perfect time. And 11, so I can go as high as 13, which I will do. Very, very nice there. Very, very nice. So, okay. I am so close. So close. I need to hydrate here. It's getting down to close and about halfway done, I see. Halfway done. Okay. 13 temp agency, 1 fence, and 14 fence. Oh, yes. That is a good flip there. Good job on that. 14. Yes, please. I want to leave that for my 6 house. So we've got a 6 house and a 3 house. I'm going to put it here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Gonna put it there. put her there, you say? Okay. 13 fence, 5 park, and 8 real estate. Okay. 8 real estate. Yes, and 8 real estate is nice. I will mark that. And I will go on to the 5. Housing of 5. Perfect. Okay. I would really like probably another temp agency to fill in. I've got some higher numbers I need to fill in. Aha, 12 temp agency, a 6 fence, and a 9 park. Oh, does that temp agency help? It does. Huzzah. Cool beans. So I filled in that one. And I don't have enough yet for a goal card. Not yet. I am close. Not yet. Cool. Yeah, another fence would be nice. Some lower numbers could be nice now too. Let us see here. 11 pool. 2 park. 7 real estate. Can't do the pool. Close to the second goal, Gus or not is. The 2 park is nice. The 7 real estate is better though. I think I'm going to take that and increase. Yeah, I'm going to increase that there. That is super nice. So close. So close. And if we do run out of cards, we'll just reshuffle and have 3 new decks. 4 real estate, 8 real estate. Oh my goodness gracious. 15 real estate. It's so funny. My husband and I like playing dice rolling games. And one of our first games we played together was Yahtzee. And I swear to you, I would always roll full houses all the time. And now we've gotten on a kick of playing Roll Estate, which is similar to Yahtzee, similar mechanics. But there's no actions that you can write down to claim a full house. So I just feel like, I don't know, this just kind of made me think about that. Like, what am I going to do? What happens if you get 3 real estates in a row? Do you shuffle the cards again? No. Okay. A 4, an 8, or a 15? I'm going to do the 15, I guess. The ends of my streets are getting filled. Yes, that is so true. Anslar is one of my fellow D&D player. He's actually the DM, and so it's fun to play. It's fun to play D&D and then go online and stream via Twitch. The joys of having virtual gaming be a thing now. So super fun. Thanks for stopping by the way. 8 biz, 7 Biz and one park. Oh, is it biz time? Is it biz time? Yes, my character is a dwarf fighter, so you can guarantee that she will hack and slash everything. So our DM says the monsters don't stand a chance, which majority times is true. Let's see. Hi, Jairus. The game is going well. Thanks for stopping by. I am trying to see about completing as many of these goals as possible. We shall see. I'm getting closer. The one park helped a biz. Oh, very nice. Gus or not, I was able to avoid a penalty by claiming the one park. Yes, I am as well, but I fear the inevitable is coming. So here we go. A 5 fence, a 5 park, and a 10 real estate. Yes, this is awesome sauce. That 5 fence is amazing. This fence is amazing. So I'm going to, do I want to do that though? Yes, I do want to do that because I claimed the number 2 bonus, and I will show you all on screen so you can see what I did here. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. So I need a estate of 3 and an estate of 6. So I have this estate of 3 up here and the estate of 6 down here. Oh, no, wait. No, wait. It's here. I was like, wait a second. Nope. This is the one I just wrote. That's the estate of 6. This is an estate of 5. Math. Yeah, I already claimed this one. This is the one I just filled in. I promise. Okay. So that is bonus number 2. So I will receive 8 points. For everyone else, they will receive 4 points if they complete that goal. Thank you, Gus or not. I am 2 out of the 3 goals away from completing the game. So now I just need 3 sets of 3s. And thankfully, I divided up my fences so that I can do that. I just need numbers to fill them in. So, okie doke. We will shuffle these up here. And while I have a moment, kind of give you all just a little bit briefing about me. I came into the gaming industry in 2015. Like I said, my husband and I like playing dice games. But one day he realized he wanted to do more cooperative games with me instead of competitive games all the time. So he did some research and found the realm of designer board gaming. And hence, we had our first major board game purchase be Mice and Mystics on New Year's Day, actually, in 2015. And so that was kind of cool. And from there, we went to conventions. We started participating in gaming events. But I noticed that when we did go to those things, I was in the minority. Being a woman and a person of color, it was hard to try to identify with other gamers at the table. And I had a few girlfriends that were also feeling that weight. So we designed a company to bring more people to the table. Originally, our thoughts were to try to make more inclusive player sheets or player characters for folks to engage in. And then it kind of merged into more of just hosting actual tabletop events in town. And so we started doing that at probably around 2017 it was. And it started off really well, but then life circumstances happened and my partners had to step down, which was totally fine. Everything was okay. But then I've just been flying solo since 2019, and from there doing things at friendly local game stores and libraries and stuff like that. And then once COVID-19 hit, we had to transition to virtual gaming. So, but we developed a Patreon page so people can go through and support us in our virtual gaming. We were able to have like subscriptions for like Zoom and have this Twitch stream and be able to have good table lighting and video webcams and stuff like that. So I've been very, very blessed in how the way that CCG has continued to move forward and provide a welcoming space for those that are in the industry who are feeling similarly like I did. And I still kind of do. I mean, the problem is not completely solved, but there are people that are doing incredible work, just like Girls Game Shelf, to bring more diverse voices to the table. So that is really cool. Okay, the next one we have is 7 real estate, 15 park, and 8 fence. Okay. Oh, goodness me. I think I have to take a penalty. I can't write an 8 or a 7 or a 15. So that is my first business permit refusal. I tried to learn all the terms for these games. Sometimes I call them my own thing, because like when I first started playing this, I was like, oh, it's the palm trees, the pools, and the construction workers. And they're like, no, it's parks, pools, and temp agencies. But yeah, whatever makes your memory stick, so be it. All right. 7 biz, 9 fence, 11 fence. Okay. Oh, I can write a 9. That is awesome. But I don't need to do the fence, because I have the fences where I want them. Okay, here we go. 12 fence, 8 temp agency, 6 parks. Can't write a 6. An 8. Ooh, can I go down? Oh, I can write a 6. Oh, I can. I take that back. 6 with a park. I can. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Chilltown is filling up fast with neighbors. Okay. 10 real estate, 11 fence, and 9 temp agency. Ooh, those higher numbers are not good for me. Oh goodness, no. I need some low numbers. Oh, that's not good. I have to take a second penalty. Oh! The sands of the end game are starting to fall. Okay. Gussernaut, how are you holding up? Are you on penalties yet? I'm curious. 7 biz, 9 parks, and 10 fence. Yeah, I think this is the end for me. I think this is the end for me. Dang. I had so many houses left. Yep. That's the final. I gotta call it, friends. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna score going from left to right. I will bring back the player sheet so you can see what happens. We're gonna start here. You're gonna write the bonuses for whatever bonus you claimed, and what numbers they were. You're gonna claim it here. For your parks, you're going to look at whatever the lowest number is on each of your streets and fill that in. So for me here, I've got 4 on the upper street, 6 on the middle street, and 2 on the bottom street. Didn't do so much focus. All right, Gus or Not got their second goal. Awesome. Sorry to show you which number it was so you can see how many victory points you got there. Just for a second, let me know if you got that, and then I can go back. Cool. Okay. All right, so we've got our bonuses here for the 3 goal cards. We've got our parks. Next, we've got pools. So whatever is the lowest, most visible section of pools, that's the number you got. I got up to 17 this time, so it's a little bit improvement from yesterday's game. Very cool. Okay, temp agencies. We're going to go based on majority. So I completed 3 temp agencies. Gus or Not, and anyone else, if you want to type it in the chat, how many temp agencies you got. That will be how many victory points you completed. So I completed 3 temp agencies, or I used 3 temp agencies. Okay, looks like Gus or Not got 2. So since I have majority, I will get 7 points. Gus or Not, you will get 4 there. Then the next section is our real estates. And remember, this goes based upon the number of houses in each estate. The only points that are going to be scored for those are for estates that have numbers in them. And so with the fences and things like that. So some of my blanks, like here, even though I have a fence here to make this a 3-house estate, I only have 1 number filled in, so I cannot count this for scoring. So they must have numbers in them to score for those estates. All right. And remember, the end of your streets are considered as permanent fences. So I've got a couple 1s here. So that's 2 for 2 points. The 2s, I've got 1. I have got a 1 set of 2. That's also 2 points. The 3s, 1, 2, 3. I got 3 of those, and I got all the way down to the 6, so that will give me 18 points. The 4 section, I don't think I had any 4s this turn. So I will actually not get any points for that. The 5s, I was able to do 1 grouping of 5, and I got down to the 6-point value, so I got 6 for those. And the 6-house estate, I got 1, which is also a value of 6. I did not use any biz, so I did not get any minus points for the biz section, but I did get 3 penalties, so I do get minus 5. And so doing some maths here, 33, 40, 50, 7, 61, 79, 79 and 12, 91 minus 5 is 86. I did much better than I did yesterday. Oh, wow. Gus or Not got 111. Very, very well done. So, Chilltown, that's what I got there for my churn there. And that, my friends, is Welcome to There is a PDF link that you can go back and play along with me. I also did a video yesterday where we did go through the whole the deck, and we did a reshuffle as well too, so you can play it a couple times. It is a really fun game. There's a lot of expansions that go with it. We do have, personally, I'm going to switch over just for a sec here. We do have a couple expansions in my own collection. We have a Halloween one and a winter one, which is really fun. The new Las Vegas one, I have heard good things about it. I have not personally played it, but this is definitely a very cool game. It plays multiple players, and you can also play it solo, so it has a wide range of accessibility for people. And I just like some of the artwork on here. Like some of the cards have cool little animals, and I think the 2 card has a cute little like Cocker Spaniel dog on it. So it is a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you're interested in learning more about what's happening with Shelf-a-pa-luza, you can go to the Shelf-a-pa-luza website. Also on this, I believe it's not on this page, but it is Shelf-a-pa-luza.com. So the name of the convention and then .com. No hyphens. It's just Shelf-a-pa-luza.com. If you're interested in learning more about Chicken Game, when we're doing more virtual playthroughs and other things that we're going to be doing on the interwebs, you can check us out in our handles down below. Otherwise, hope you have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you around next time. Take care. Bye-bye.